I'm Lucas Ballard. I'm a software engineer at Google, and I work on Google Safe Browsing. I'd like to provide more information for site owners who are notified that their site was infected with malware, specifically with the type server configuration. So that we're all on the same page, if your site is infected with malware, you can see sample infected URLs and the type of infection when you verify ownership of your site in Google Webmaster Tools. Google Webmaster Tools can be found at google.com/webmasters. When Webmaster Tools indicates the malware type server configuration, it often means that the hacker is redirecting visitors from your good site to their attack site by modifying your server's configuration files. Server configuration files allow the site administrator to specify, among other things, access permissions and URL redirects for specific pages or directories on a website. You can imagine that cybercriminals might modify this file to suit their own needs. To investigate the specific behavior on your site, log into Webmaster Tools and browse to the malware section. Make note of the sample URLs listed with malware type server configuration. These sample URLs are pages that no longer consistently serve your site's good content. Instead, because a cybercriminal likely placed a redirect in the server configuration file, these URLs redirect your users to an attack site. You can use wget or curl to check for the redirect behavior. Remember, your site will need to be back online first. If the sample URLs copied from Webmaster Tools don't redirect as expected, the hacker may have tried more sophisticated techniques to avoid detection. For example, she may have intended for the redirect to only occur given certain referrers or user agents, such as to avoid showing content to automated programs that might detect it. You'll want your wget or curl commands to reflect these possibilities. To further investigate how your site was affected by the malware type server configuration, log into your web server's file system. In my investigation, I'll use the htaccess server configuration file. htaccess is common on many Apache-based web servers, as is httpd.conf. If your web server isn't Apache-based, say it's IIS, then please perform similar tasks with your server's equivalent configuration files. In the directory where the .htaccess file exists, I'll perform ls-al, or a similar command to view all the files, including hidden files like .htaccess. The .htaccess controls behavior on the current directory and potentially on subdirectories. There may exist more than one server configuration file on your site. You can view relevant server configuration files, perhaps through an editor like VI, and check for unwanted directives, such as redirects. For example, as mentioned earlier, to better hide malicious content, the hacker may have configured conditional redirects based on referrer, operating system, user agent, browser, etc. Or the hacker may configure redirects to unknown sites, likely malware attack sites. Be sure to check the entire file in case the hacker added their code at the end of the file where she hoped you wouldn't notice. The sample server configuration URLs should have a corresponding rule in the .htaccess file or other server configuration files. When you're ready to clean up your server configuration files, which occurs in the following step of our hacked site recovery process, you can either replace the file with a known good backup, or you can delete the unwanted code from the existing file. Be aware that only fixing the server configuration file isn't enough. It won't correct the underlying vulnerability that allowed the hacker to compromise your site in the first place. Furthermore, the hacker may have left a backdoor on your server for future reentry if you fail to delete it. Before finishing this step, be sure to check out our file system damage assessment video to investigate your site for backdoors and other harm. I hope this has been helpful in restoring a healthy server configuration file after a malware infection. Thanks for watching.